Hi, my name is Jason Palmer and I'm an English teacher from Toronto, Canada. And today we're going to talk about 6 tips for watching movies to better improve your English. So tip number 1, the first tip I have for you is to watch short movies. So try to avoid long epic movies that are maybe over 2 hours. You want to stick with something that is maybe an hour and a half, something short so that you don't get bored while watching. The best movies for short movies are movies that are maybe comedies, romantic comedy, sports movies. These movies are great because the plot is usually very simple, so it's not difficult to understand. The dialogue isn't too complicated, so this would make it easier for practicing your English. The second tip I have for you is to watch movies. Now, it is good to choose movies that you like, that you're very familiar with, because you want to make it an enjoyable experience. And also, if you already know the words in your native language and you know the story, it will make it easier for you to try to understand the English version of that movie. So you will already know what's going on, and you just need to find the words that suit that situation. Tip number 3, you want to choose movies that you enjoy. When learning a new language, it's very important to enjoy the process. If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to learn anything. So choose maybe classics, movies that of course you understand and you've watched before, but movies you enjoy and that will make it a more relaxing, fun time to learn. There are many great examples of TV shows and movies that you might enjoy that could help you to develop and learn English. One that I can think of off the top of my head is the TV show Friends. Friends is a great show for learning because they use a lot of casual, simple English and a story that most people can relate to anywhere in the world. There are a lot of other shows that are very successful, but sometimes those shows may have more to do with American culture or British culture. They might use words that you don't understand or a lot of idioms. So you might want to avoid those kinds of shows when you're first learning. But later on, maybe if you enjoy them, it's a good idea to watch. Okay, tip number 4. So this is an important one, to focus on movies with only one accent. So a lot of movies will have an American accent because most movies come from Hollywood. Some movies come from England and they focus on a British accent, of course. And again, there are many movies in America that have several different accents because America is a big place and there are many accents. But for example, if you're going to choose maybe the accent you prefer, you might think about watching a show like Game of Thrones if you are studying British English and you want to speak with a British accent. But if you want to maybe focus on an American accent, a TV show like Scrubs would be great for you to watch. The main thing is that you want to use only one accent because it could be difficult if you are trying to listen to 2 different accents all the time. So when you're first starting out, I would stick with only one accent in the shows you watch. Okay, tip number 5. Make sure to use subtitles. This is one of the most important things you can do because by using subtitles, you can see the words that the actors are speaking. It can be difficult to maybe watch and read at the same time, but as you watch the movie or TV show, be sure to pause and look at the words that you heard or you misunderstood. It's a great opportunity to find out which words you don't understand so you can focus on learning them and improving your vocabulary. So subtitles are very important to use in every movie. And of course, at first, maybe when you're first listening or first learning, maybe subtitles in your own language may seem like a good idea, but it's best to go with subtitles in English so that you hear and read the same thing. And finally, the last tip and most important tip is to keep a journal. Learning really is 2 processes. First, you want to listen and try to understand, but you should also do. It's important to keep a journal. You can keep notes, you can write down vocabulary words you don't understand, expressions that you've just learned. This process will help you to track your progress in your English learning and help you to maybe find out ways that you can improve your English and find out what your weaknesses are. So definitely keep a journal. Learning English is work. It's fun to watch movies, but make sure you practice as well. So those have been our 6 tips for watching movies. Remember, choose short movies, choose movies you already know, movies you enjoy. Be sure to use subtitles. Make sure that you focus on only one accent, and be sure to keep a journal. So those are our 6 tips, and that's all for me. This has been Jason Palmer, and I'll see you next time.